everyone, welcome to episode 9 of our Race to Dakar 2020 series with Team Races to Places.
I'm bad as bad can be, so bad that it's hard to believe. Oh, what they say about me. I'm bad as bad can be.
How you doing, brother?
Good. Just getting suited up for another day
I am up.
in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a few more rocks, but it looks like there's quite a nice long sandy riverbed, which I'm looking forward to some sand. Otherwise, I think much the same as yesterday, so cars going pretty quickly, pretty dusty, but only 385 kilometers, not 500, so hopefully we get there a little bit earlier. And I'm looking forward to it. It should be good.
We're racing again today.
Yeah, man.
I've done it 3 days in a row. I'm kind of done, I was thinking we could maybe head down at 8. I thought this was enduro. I feel like I've been taken advantage of. This isn't right. No one should do this to another human. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm just gonna have a problem with peer group pressure, so I'm gonna ride again today just because everyone's riding. But I hope they stop soon because I can't keep this up for much longer. But here we go.
Feeling a little sore from yesterday. That was a long, tough stage, but ready to go today. Feeling all right. Today I think is going to be an easier stage, quite a bit shorter. No dunes that I could see in the Roadbook, so hopefully it'll go good.
So after a little bit of drama yesterday with my equipment, today I'm starting in 47th position. So I'm going to have a lot of guys to pass. So it's going to be pretty sketchy and pretty dangerous, but hopefully I can get through, get a good time, and then we'll see what happens later with the organisation and my time. But if I can get through today and pass a few guys, it should be a bit of fun. Full gas. Full gas.
Just 1 minute and we're going. All right. Stage 4, everybody.
see how they go. Not scared of rocks, those boys. There's Joey on his knees. Getting fuel out of his back.
I'm very grateful to see the Races to Places guys out here sorting this out for me.
You're very welcome.
Yeah?
What's your name?
My name's Roger.
Okay, Roger number 137. Unfortunately ran out of fuel. So Joey's got a little gizmo going there with lots of bikes coming. It's 50 kilometers to the refuel, so these things take 30 liters. We've only used half.
You know, he's dead lucky that I had that big crash, or else I wouldn't have been behind him. So, I think...
Can you do this again tomorrow?
Yeah, not crashing.
Thanks very much, guys.
Repaying the karma favor here and helping another rider out with some fuel. Goes around, comes around.
So Lyndon, Cathy says, happy days for you.
Yeah, it was a really good day. Started out really strong and had a really good pace and caught a couple of guys in the first part of the stage, and I knew it was going well. And then at the fuel stop, I found the two leading guys, and I knew that I'd made time on them, so I knew it was going really well. And I just said to myself, just navigate clean to the end. And then I got lost and lost about 10 minutes searching for a waypoint, and I thought I'd thrown it all away. And then I found them all lost, and I managed to find the way, and I was first, and then I brought it to the end, just said just keep it nice and steady. But yeah, it was really rough in the rocks, and that's where I made most of my time. And navigation, good navigation, even though I got lost once. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick couple of minute overview of what I'm doing when I'm on the bike, when I'm navigating. So here we go, okay? So if we see here, I'm just going to pause the screen and just show you. my trip computer's 347.4. At 347.6 there's a double caution and a little kink in the road. So we come along now, it's 5, 6, there you go. There's a dip and a little rise, jump in the road. You can see another one coming up as well. All part of the same caution, okay? And then if we pause the screen on the next straight, so now we're coming up behind another bike, you can see there 239 we're looking for. So we'll ride along for about a kilometre. At 239, there's a right and a left in the road. So that's 238 coming up now on the trip computer. See there's a rider up ahead in the distance there. Little rocky bed there to go through. A little bit of an overshoot. So we've got about 0.7 of a kilometre now. And in 0.7 of a kilometre, we're up to 239. And at 239, there's a kink right, kink left. We want to be looking for cap heading 265. So it's in about 0.3, about 300 metres. There'll be a right turn and a left turn. And we're looking for cap 265. So right there, look, there you go. Right, dip in the road, which is on the Roadbook. Left, and we should come out of there at cap 265. So this straight here should be on cap 265. So now it's on 282, but if we keep going, you'll see it'll turn onto 265. Here we go, look. So we're coming out of it there, and if we look now, there you go, look, 264. So we know we're on the right piste. So if we keep playing, the next point is 240.6, which is another kilometre away. Now one thing you've got to be really careful of here is there's a rider in front of me, and the worst thing to do is riding dust, because you cannot see rocks, you cannot see the terrain, so you must slow down if you get into dust, otherwise you risk a serious crash, and that's from personal experience, I can tell you that happens. So we're really getting on the gas now. You can see we're at 239.9, so we're coming up to 240. So in half a kilometre, so we know there's nothing significant in the Roadbook, we just follow the track now. You can see now we're just getting back on the gas, and then the next point is 240.6 in half a kilometre, and I've added that into the notebook to say that it's bumpy. So what we'll do is we'll just see some bumps in the road when the trip computer says 240.6. I know there's some bumps, I know to slow up a little bit, because there you go, and there's the bumps in the road. So just get through those bumps, get back on the gas, and that's how I navigate on a stage, and we'll do more of that in the future if you like it. Alright, so here we are at the end of stage 4, and my first ever, well, international rally stage win today. So really stoked about winning the stage today. Start of the stage was really fast, and I was really going well. I got into my groove straight out of the box. Within like first 50 kilometers I'd caught a guy, and then I caught somebody else, so I was set off 6, so I'd already made up a couple of places, which was really encouraging. The first few days there was a really hard day where there was lots of stutter bumps and hard rocks, square edges, and I really struggled with the suspension on the bike. It's the same that I've always used, but I really struggled in that type of terrain. So last night it was a big change to the suspension, and it's a bit risky doing it in a rally, and I was a bit unsure, but the two things that I wanted to fix was it was too harsh on the square edges, so it was really pounding me when I was sitting down. So I wanted to soften the compression damping off, and the front as well in the sand was digging in, so the front was diving when I really wanted it to lift out of the sand. So to do all those changes in one go was risky, but we did them and we absolutely nailed it. So basically what we did to the suspension last night is drop the forks through the triple clamps, so move these further down, which lifts the bike a little bit higher and increases the rake. And we've also increased the preload on the spring, which does the same again. It lifts the bike up, and when you do that, you give the front end more support, so when you hit the sand, it doesn't just dive as fast and you end up going over the bars. So that was what we did on the front, and then to stop the bike keep being as harsh, we softened the damping off on the front and the rear, and it really worked well. So today I was really happy with it and glad that we made those changes, because I think it was part of what was, it definitely contributed to the stage win today, because I felt much more comfortable on the bike.
Oh man, today was a bit of a crazy one.
It's the end of stage 4 today. Yesterday I had some challenging luck and things. You know, I had to get off in the sands, which was a big one. Hurt my wrists and neck and shoulder, and you know, tough one. And so last night, you know, lying on the mattress, take some anti-inflammatories, and just kind of try to sleep it all off. And this morning got up a little bit cranky and got on the bike, and you feel those blisters on your hands and those bruises on your butt, and everything just touches the right places. And we got in the stage, and then it started going, and man, it just got in the flow, and it was just rolling, and it was just fantastic, and the kilometers were ticking away, and I was just like, yeah, today's a good day. And we just twisted that throttle, and it was just fantastic. Just loved it today. Loved riding until kilometer 170, and I wasn't even pushing, man. I was doing about 80%, just trying to keep it safe and smooth and going. And my back wheel just touched I was in 6th gear, and I just touched one of those little camel grass things, you know, just about a foot high. I just did this big spinner. It just huckabucked me, man. It clicked off there, and the next time the wheel touched the ground was probably 10 meters away, and it's just got a big divot we could see, and it just spat me off at well over 100 k's an hour. But we're all good, and so, you know, still sore and everything, and just really tired of crashing, man. I gotta just get it going, man. It was just, everything was great until just the nick of time. But then we continued the stage. My roadbook wasn't working. I'd bent my bars. My whole left side was down, ripped up the back of the bike a bit. So it's a little bit of a damage to the bike as well, which really sucks. But probably the highlight for today was riding across those dry lake beds, man. It's just completely flat. It's like land speed record kind of stuff. And I had one where the chopper came right over me, and I'm just on the gas, just chasing this chopper right across the pan. Had another one with a truck next to me. I think I got most of it all on camera. And I kept turning the GoPros on, making sure I got those moments. It was pretty special. So today was a day of some miserable lows and some awesome highs, and you know, that's what today was about, and pretty much life in general. It was a good one.
Okay, as you can see, there's quite a bit of activity around 104, which is Joey's bike. It took a bit of a tumble today, and a high one. You know, it really shook him up, and I think it winded him. So we're just doing some repairs to the bike. It broke the steering damper, pulled that out the frame, so we're just fixing that. Bent the handlebars, so Mick's put a new set of handlebars on, and broke the rear fender and tail light. So we've just done some changes to that, new fender on, and now Ivan's fitting new stickers, so it'll go out again like brand new tomorrow.
Yeah, it was a tough stage, lots of dust. I think we were in the midfield, so the more bikes that are around you, the more dust there was, and a lot of loose rocky areas. But on the whole, it was good. I managed to ride with Joey again. Unfortunately, he had quite a big crash in the one riverbed. It's a camel grass mogul, and I haven't seen anyone crash that hard before, so it was a bit unnerving. Anyway, fortunately he was fine, so after we got him up and going, his roadbook wasn't working, so he just followed me, and we kind of took it easy for most of the stage. Helped a few guys out, gave a guy some fuel, so just the general camaraderie spirit, and at the end of the day it was a good stage. And we're all home safely, so happy with that.
Good. So after yesterday with the GPS issue, I was a little peeved off, to be honest. So I went against everyone's advice and kept it pinned for pretty much most of the day. I ended up getting a good result, 3rd overall. I just hit all my navigation and everything came together, so couldn't have asked for anything more. And now we got the Prime Minister here, so, you know, what a way to top off just a damn good day. Tomorrow's another one, so swing off it.